against all of the perils here? I forgot. Did you choose magic item or did you want to be a were person?
Were person.
You want to be a were person?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
But wait, if I'm a shifter, then it really shouldn't matter.
Well, it would mean you just have an extra form, basically. You've got one that you don't exactly like as much or something. Shifters are probably prejudiced against as well. And you're not a shifter yet.
Yeah.
But where people are kind of prejudiced against, and so I assume shifters would be as well.
I don't see why. They're a completely different thing and for a different reason.
It is for a different reason, but we're talking about intelligence of 10 average. That means that.
And if people haven't heard of shifters, they'd lump them in with werewolves if they saw. Yeah, I could see that.
Like shifters, it's new. Players haven't heard of this yet. I think it's safe to assume NPCs haven't yet either.
Shifters are pretty much what Twilight was about, right?
No.
How the dude can turn from a werewolf to the
No.
Ish, except no, that he was a shifter because they were shifters in that. They're similar to that. They're not like pack-minded like they are in Twilight, and you get more forms.
Okay.
You start with one, but I think you get up to 4. So in Pathfinder, it would be shifters learned to channel nature in such a way that it changed them. It's basically they can do what druids do, except druids do it in a different way. Like druids, different kind of druids. But they wouldn't exactly be known about. Like common folk wouldn't know that. Oh, that's not a were person. That's just a shifter.
But that's true. Druids do exist, and they are known for doing that. So I feel like you'd be just as likely to be lumped in with druids as werewolves. And druids may not be super favorites because they're not usually in city to be represented well, but
say druids might not exactly be the most loved either, just because they're weird hermits who live in the middle of the woods.
But weird hermits can be revered sometimes for their knowledge.
I'm sure, like locally there might be druids who are revered, but as a whole, I feel like
it still wouldn't be prejudiced against.
Not prejudiced, but like not druids, but like shifters. Because they don't do a lot of other things druids do. But
if we're going by prejudice because of what you're lumped in with, and if it seems like it's closer to druid shifting than werewolf shifting, then I'm just saying there wouldn't necessarily be an inherent. Maybe varies from place to place. I don't know.
At any rate, it basically just means you'll have another animal form, and you'll be forced into it on the full moon. And then you'll have, as a shifter, you'll have...
I thought the naturals weren't.
I think you're still forced into it, you just don't lose your brain.
Okay.
You don't have a choice in the matter. You will be a beast that night, but...
I'm going to try the magic item.
And I was about to say, yeah, there are 3 moons in this world, so there's a lot of full moon nights.
There are a couple, and it's usually 3 days at a time. Like, that's generally how the moon cycle, they follow each other very closely.
I can only deal with fleas for so long.
Oh,
I've got spells for that, actually.
Can you imagine magic fleas?
They don't fuck with you, that.
I am a were-flea. You cannot kill me except with a silver hammer.
Silver flash water.
Or just a much stage.
Or stay on twisted.
They have a golden flash water.
Alright, well, I will give you a magic item after I've seen your character for a little while, and I can figure out what she likes to do. Because I like to give magic items that the character will actually use.
Yes.
Okay, so in that case, introductions or descriptions.
You burst into the camp, and you see... Luna, describe your character.
I have blue skin. It's even more blue now that I'm covered in goop. But,
Although you're also covered in mud right now because of your perception check, so I don't know if you would notice either of those immediately.
He also has this dark blue hair. It's in a mohawk. It's longer in the back. It's called a ponytail. And, fish tail.
And a rainbow, very vibrant.
Yeah, very vibrant rainbow scarf. And it's flower crown on her head. When you see the scarf, the colors almost need to move with the wind.
and she's currently neck deep in, like, her head is in a mud puddle.
I'm an
Like
ostrich.
she is pulling her head out of a gigantic mud puddle.
Like head
The
down.
only mud puddle. It hasn't even rained recently. You're not sure what's going on.
Actually, there is a spring on like one side of the hill.
I'm not
I've got
even,
Oasis.
I'm not.
Oh,
I'm
that's
not
by
even
now.
next.
Okay.
I'm not even next to the spring though. Like I'm across from the spring.
That's fine.
It's just my goop.
I'm just saying water exists in the vicinity, that's all.
And then you see.
I will be poking my head out of a tent. There is also, by the way, a giant pavilion, 100 feet on the side, 20 feet up, made of stone. Which you would probably see first before anything else, actually. But I will be poking my head out of a tent with a iron stone circling my head. 5'2", 128 pounds, brown hair, brown eyes, human, female.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
I've got, you wouldn't notice the chainmail yet, I've got robes on, I've got a large backpack on my back, I'm missing my right leg and my right hand. I have a shield on my back and a mace and holy symbol at my hip. That's about it, yeah. A couple of crutches.
Also-
laying on the pavilion, you
Yeah.
see you see a gray and brown timber wolf about the size of a grizzly bear, just kind of lounging around. She's missing an eye and has one of her ears pierced.
Doesn't she have an eye patch?
Yeah, she's got an eye patch on. And
You should
then
make it silver. Like
you also
silver
see
leather.
a black cat person, black furred cat person hanging around.
Does she feel eyes?
That moment when the half-elf is the most normal person in your party.
She bursts. That is what you see.
I was gonna say you're human. Wait, no,
She's a half elf.
no, her.
Yeah, she's human.
Yeah, but still,
She's
But I'm still not
She's
normal.
not the most normal person.
he befriended a god wolf. I don't think she's normal.
And yes, I greet you by yelling to you that there's food. I will have done one of the houses first. It's a 10 by 10 area with shelving inside that I'm creating food in every day to stockpile.
I should give you graph paper homework.
I don't have the layout, but I have done math. I have a page of plans for various things, and one of them is the right, I've got magic items I'm creating, how long they're going to take, how much they're doing. I've got Feral Town, the pavilion, how many units and castings. I've got Wall of Stone for the houses. I've got food storage. I've got how much food for how many medium creatures per day based on what level I currently am, and if I'm using all of my spells or just the middle level ones. I've got further down other items that I want and stuff
You
later.
don't have to do all of that. He just goes above and beyond.
I'm making a city. There were some things that needed to be figured out.
I'm gonna give you graph paper. You can map this out as well.
The town, I'm doing the pavilion and the well. Like, the well will not be directly under the pavilion, but it'll be nearby. The pavilion will be at the highest point on the tower. It's got 8 pillars holding it up. 1 at each corner, and then, like, another set of middle ways in. And like I said, with the holy symbol, the spiraling comet as a raised part in the design on the roof itself. And eventually I'm going to make a
What?
reservoir
What
for
is
the water
that?
too.
Great apple banquet.
That is a slap in the face when you were expecting Sprite.
It's that green, it ain't Sprite.
Yeah.
It's the cup. That cup is green.
Yeah, I hope this green.
Not that green, apparently. God. Damn.
Kind of watered down though, so
I'm glad for that, actually. It probably just saved my life. Carry on, I'm sorry.
you probably would have died.
So yes, I've done my homework. I've had time to prepare for this.
50 XP.
Okay.
Oh, no. Well, you're like level a billion. 500 XP.
I will take that.
Gross.
What?
Actually, well, not this one.
So yeah, you've been offered food by the crazy lady.
Okay.
What do you do?
Probably stop in shock and awe and horror at the size of the dog and the how at the craziness of what I'm actually looking at.
By the way,
I've just gone from running for my life to what the fuck is in front of me. And then it clicks. Oh, she said food. I haven't eaten yet. Gonna very cautiously approach.
Bit of context too. I don't know if you would have seen it personally, but apparently it was a giant wolf that wiped out the ferals. So, if anyone that you survived with knew about that and heard it, you would have heard about that.
Well, I'm kind of a loner, and I don't.
That would have gotten around.
Yeah.
So that is a particular rumor that you had heard. that the reason the feral territory is now in shambles is because a giant wolf went rampaging around.
I do consider that, but I also consider these people offer me food. They can't be that bad.
I just wanted to point that out, that that's something you would have known about.
And I like dogs, so this can't be that bad.
If I had to go.
Sadly, that's my standards for friends. They offer me food and they want me with their dogs. I can be their friend.
Works.
Alright.
So you are fed, and the big dog does come over to you and sniff you before walking away. She does not eat you. She doesn't say anything. Which I guess to you wasn't that weird, but...
The wolf doesn't say anything.
I would
And?
hope so.
No, trust me, it's weird for this.
It's weird for the wolf.
Oh.
She's very talkative.
The food is very basic fare, but there is a mountain of it in there.
There's apple.
By this point, there would be enough for, let's see, it's been about 7 days. There's enough food in there right now to feed 2,009 people for a day, or like 209.
Or 200.
Yeah.
Gotcha. That's pretty low.
2,009.
How big is the room you're keeping that in?
It's a 10 by 10 square with shelves. I feel like that would hold, because I feel like the amount you would eat in one day would not be even a 1 foot square. Like, that's a lot of food.
Sure.
And I imagine the purifying food and drink would help a little bit against crushing too, just a little bit, so I don't have to be quite as careful about stacking it where it doesn't squash bananas or something. So it's just kind of in there. Yeah, I'm preparing.
What level are you, Ashley?
4, right?
I believe so.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to prepare this encounter.
That was one more thing.
Be a weird one.
The health. Remind me, was it max health at level 1 and that was it, or was it like
Max health at level 1 and then rolled health from then on?
Okay, but it wasn't like reroll lower rolls for the next couple levels. I can't remember if we did that in this.
Go ahead and
group
give
or
her
was-
max health for every level since she's starting it behind. Because I don't want her to accidentally one-shot her.
I don't think you're going to one. Well, she's got 40 health.
Or
She should
two-shot
have-
her. I just don't
yeah.
want to stray anything to wipe her out. I mean, I can cheat, of course, and say
Mhm.
it didn't.
Okay.
But at least if she has max health, I've got a little bit more cheaty room.
Okay, so you have 48 health instead of 40. Ashley.
I was fixing it. Fucking person.
Why are neither of those up? Oh, apparently I had them.
Hey, I'm not saying there's a combat coming or anything, but can we move space for the combat board?
I don't know, like, that seems like a lot of work if there's not combat coming or anything.
Yeah, handler.
I'm sorry, I just the space, the clutters, it's
Making me nervous.
It's making me nervous.
Stop being weird, Lou.
No! I'm just
Luna, you're the only one that doesn't have permission to be weird right now. Because if we all couldn't be weird, this just wouldn't work at all. Okay.
I think I have a little bit of leeway because I'm the DM's sister, so...
So you would think that, but you'd be completely wrong.
I forgot, I speak a lot. I'm an encyclopedia.
By the way, is Doom staying with us while we're in town making a town? Yeah.
No, she decides to hang out inside in the guild.
Oh, okay. So north of here, okay.
And air conditioning. Where did I
Okay,
go this
so
time?
that's me, you got one.
It was hiding again. Handler. The penguin keeps hiding.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Eat it. Should know, it's like a little tiny plastic thing.
So
You're air, so you get to be the yellowish one.
You get all of the mud out of your eyes, ears, and nose, and you see the stranger. She's eating food.
She's in a building.
Her hair is ruffled as though Shiana has sniffed her. I'm sure that ruffles everything.
Ruffles are fuffles.
Yes. Newest of the inhabitants of the town, I assume. Well, first of.
You can't just assume that everybody.
Why not? Everybody will be living in one of my cities eventually, so.
So what would your character have done to make some people mad?
There. Put it.
Being that I am kind of a loner, I might have. Not that I'm kind of a loner. I'm
I
really want you to come up.
I'm probably your typical Jar Jar Binks. Like I just fucked up a lot of shit. Didn't mean to, but it happened.
Also, you're a Sith Lord, is what you're saying.
I was gonna say if you're a
No, that-
loner, they could be people who tried to force you to work for them, and you said no.
Probably.
Something like that.
Yeah.
That works. Okay.
It's gonna make this a rocky relationship. Because I'm about to tell all the ferals, hey, I'm forcing you to work for me. I've probably got better charisma than they did,
In other
so it works
news-
out.
I plan on standing up to you anyway, so.
That's fine.
You'll lose a hand too.
Is this a prerequisite to living in this town?
Yeah.
Oh! So you know how I was wanting to make a magic item that let me do mage hand at will?
Yes.
I
I
found...
put my hand back in my sleeve.
I was looking through wondrous items and I came across the hand of the mage, which is basically it's that. It lets you do magic mage hand at will, and it's a dismembered elven hand that you hang around your neck as a necklace.
Oh.
I want to make that out of my own hand. Like when I get regenerate, I could just chop off my hand, do magic on it, like make it into a magic item, and then cast regenerate on myself and regrow a new hand. So I just wear an X hand.
You're not elven.
I feel like I can make it work though.
I'm half elven.
Okay, I'll use your hand. What do you?
Half of it.
Then why would you say that? Why would you pick
dictionary?
So everyone is eating.
Well, she is.
Well,
I'm not.
Actually, yeah, I've been making a magic item for 8 hours. Yeah, I suppose I will.
Shiana also eats a tiger. She found it somewhere.
Okay.
We don't ask anymore.
We don't ask anymore.
I feel like that would be the concept. What is she eating? A tiger. What the fuck? She get a tiger? She found it somewhere.
Who knows?
She came home with a hippo yesterday.
Those have been extinct for 200 years.
It was frozen.
Like I think her dad might be sending things for her to hunt, but I don't know. Yeah.
It might be a kind gesture. We should tell her though. That she might be a little bit upset.
I will say, as I come over and grab some food myself, you know, I was gonna wait like another week to make some houses before I sent out the message for people to come, but as long as you're here, you can help me make some doors and such.
Why would I want to do that?
Aren't you coming here to live in the city?
I'm actually running away.
Oh.
But I could live here.
Looking interestedly out the door from what?
And then Shiana looks out the door. Then Shiana looks out the door and she sniffs curiously. And this is the first time you've heard her speak. Something's coming.
Yay! I hobble over to Shiana and get on her back so we can go meet it.
They go outside.
I wasn't in there. I was outside.
Oh, well, you're outside. Roll
Huh?
perception.
Oh, person. Oh, what fucking you?
Oh, I don't have spells prepared because I was not expecting to be doing combat. Let's see.
I bring trouble
3 and
everywhere I go. This is why people hate me.
No, if this is something you do, I will love you.
So
Nothing comes and fights us anymore.
He's gonna be all like,
Sorry.
Were they after you? You're coming with me now.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing ever attacks us.
You see that town over there? Go piss them off. And then bring them back this
30?
way.
You're pretty sure you hear a dog barking and people running. They don't sound happy.
No one ever asked. Can I take out? Which one do I want to do?
Fire?
Yeah, I was thinking about that because it's
Yeah.
barrels. That's what I was
May
thinking.
as well.
Outside of the barrels. Yeah, I get my fire point out. Race and spark.
Alright, that's good enough, whatever.
And Shiana gets 2 to fight because she's Shiana. That should be good.
Crap, I don't have that yet.
Who's who? I'm sorry.
Broken, that's me. Long is Shiana. White is air for her.
Alrighty then. So you're inside.
Oh, I wasn't inside.
You're not. That's not you. You're inside. And you're outside. You guys are going out to meet the friends.
Friends, make friends. Make friends, oh, make friends.
Work. It's a dog. It's a hairless dog. It's a bald dog.
Why are they shaving their dogs?
You don't know if it's shaved. You could roll a knowledge of some sort.
I can.
And
I'm
see
an
if-
encyclopedia.
See if it's shaved.
I'm rolling perception to see them from a little bit farther off. 19.
17
my book
for
go?
knowledge nature.
Do I need to roll anything?
You can.
I mean, you probably can't see them.
Give me knowledge of planes. Actually.
Me?
You. Same roll for knowledge of planes.
17.
You know it's a Yeth hound.
Yeah.
Yeth.
Yes.
You
Yes, that's a hound.
you know that its bark is actually rather dangerous as well,
Yes, that's a hound.
and they can fly.
Knowledge 18 for knowledge planes because I want to start using
You
that
also
more.
know it is a Yeth hound.
Okay.
It is
Yes, it's a hound.
evil. It is a medium. It's an evil outsider.
Oh, cool.
Yes.
You know they are resistant to damage,
Yeah.
other than silver.
What are the people with it?
They are human, half elf,
Yeah.
and like a tiefling.
Okay.
Nothing.
Do they look to be ferals? From their garb and such?
yeah. But they come into the where like your eyesight. You do see them come in from a little bit further away. They come into your eyesight, armed and like running, and then they see you guys and they take their weapons away and take a more diplomatic. You get the feeling that you're not actually who they're after.
Mm-hmm.
They see huge ass wolf.
They
No.
try to it.
No, they do not. Shiana likes to fight. She rolled a 20. Shiana slinks off somewhere and hides. So they do
She
not.
was on Gianna.
Well, not anymore. She drops her off and leaves. Shiana goes and hides somewhere.
I kind of accepted that was always a possibility whenever I got on her
Yes.
from before the first time I got on her. Okay.
But she takes you to a spot where you
Mm-hmm.
want to be. Like she
Okay.
can just drop you off somewhere and peace out.
So what
But
they
as
actually see...
As they come into the trees, she's gone.
So what they actually see is two women, one of whom is a cripple, and who's coming out to fight them. Or
Well,
to talk to them, or whatever. Okay.
So they come up.
I'll say greetings.
Hi there.
Are you here to live in my town?
They look around. One of them's like, "This is actually a pretty nice place. What are the going rates?"
Well, for starters, it's come live here and stop being so scattered so that you can start being productive, and then eventually I'll start making a profit off of you.
Huh. And the leader's just like, we're here looking for somebody, actually. He describes her. Have you seen her?
Possibly.
Perhaps.
Why do you want her?
She owes us services.
You mean to pay the bill already? Then maybe.
She's nice-ish about it.
Someone got me.
Was that in game, Luna? Jax is not well in the head. This is going on, and she's like, you hear her making jokes to herself and giggling, and then being all like, "Aw, nobody gets my This woman is famous."
A god watched me dance. Fairies brought me back to life
You-
because I danced well.
You go on.
See, I'm torn. Because I don't know either people. They seem more willing to live in my town, and I do want people in my town. They also seem more fun to fight, though, and I'm really bored. I haven't done anything for a week. I've got a lot of conflicting motivations here. Hey, Josh,
Hi.
go get the lady in the building. Bring her out.
Last meet.
Did you actually?
She did. She actually did.
No, that's your other character, Luna. That's
Yeah,
your wrong character.
Oops.
Please don't give any of those people.
I love that she's now associated with the mafia boss already. She sees where this is going. Wonderful.
I'm going to her. The cripple.
Okay, that's not so bad.
I don't know what she's gonna do with you though.
Yeah, you got a point. Okay, I go up and kind of stand a little bit behind Valky, just kind of seeing what's going on. Like, so guys.
Alright, he's like, yeah, that's the one, and these two go to walk forward.
I say, hey, wait a minute.
Stop.
First of all, turning to you, they say you owe them services or something. What's happening?
They're trying to kill me.
Is this true?
Yes.
Okay.
But she ran out on us. It's alright. You don't make the laws where we came from. You make them here.
What would you run out on them for?
I don't want to be a slave anymore. I was blessed.
Did you say that?
Yeah.
I was right! Okay.
I'll do your bidding if you save me.
And we have a winner. Let's see. I announce in game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Beautiful. I channel negative energy, excluding allies, her included.
Sadly, that's how I have to talk to him in real life. I'll do
It's
your
not
bidding
true.
if you save me.
I am still on 66. Yeah. Okay. Oh, what a roll. That is only 19 damage. DC 20 for half. And I assume that it's also triggering the rolling of initiative.
As soon as you finish that.
So roll a d20.
Four.
Alright, and add your initiative, which will probably just be your dexterity modifier. Well, I know what we'll do. Did you hear the number?
What?
The damage and the save?
The save was 20.
Mhm.
The damage was
19, I believe. Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 5. That's not how I count. Fuck.
I already get like slips of paper and separate these into like 6 in one little set and then like 12 or 11. So I can more easily grab these out. Right. Ooh.
Sorry.
What?
Was he in range?
Did he just show up? What happened?
No, he was there the whole time. I just miscounted.
Oh. Yeah, I'll still do that. I know he was not in range.
Okay. And damage was 19, so half of 19 is 9.
I will say, as soon as I do that, sorry, it looks like you guys would be more fun to fight, and I'm really bored.
Now you can roll initiative.
I got 13. Ashley got 5 or 4.
No, actually,
7.
that's a 7.
Yeah.
I
Overall?
thought that was.
Oh, so 10 overall.
I don't know if I wrote it in the right place.
For initiative is right here. You just already have it. Yeah.
Give me initiative, Josh.
15.
15?
Mhm.
What'd you roll?
12.
So it is Shauna's turn first. You hear heavy footsteps,
Hey, Charlie.
Hello.
and she takes a running leap over whatever building she was hiding behind.
And I'm going to cut video here because I'm going to forget during combat. Also, it's
It
time.
was not a very good acrobatic, so she still makes it.
I say that.